Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Med Nation. This is Dr. Farnan
and this is Dr. Lanier.
Yes, I took a little hiatus from emergency surgery last week, so it's great to be back, Dr. Lanier.
Welcome back, my friend.
Thank you. I missed you so much. I missed Zuzu here, Zodiac so much playing by our side, and of course, I missed our wonderful guests who we're about to introduce. So March is Women's History Month. Oh, and part of Dr. Farnan's month because I am indeed sometimes so invested in women's history. But we just celebrated International Women's Day this week, and working with Dr. Lanier and having so much respect for International Women's Day and so on and so forth. Last week, which I had missed, we invited Dr. Fabry from Music City Primary Care to talk to us, who's an incredibly intelligent female physician. This week, we have Mrs. Summit International, Jen Wood, to discuss how to be a role model to kids. And Dr. Lanier would love to introduce her to our audiences.
Absolutely. I don't know if I can follow that energy, but absolutely. Jen was born and raised in Nashville, Tennessee. She's a wife, a mother of two beautiful girls. She's also a model and actress. She's also honored to be national and international pageant title holder. Through pageantry, she hopes to set a positive example for her daughters and provide the representation and inclusion she did not have as a child. Welcome to Med Nation, Jen.
So before we dive into today's topic, do you want to share with our audiences a little bit about you outside of doing the pageant and a couple other things about what do you like doing in your free time? So go ahead.
Okay, so thanks again for having me in my free time. I really enjoy horticulture. We have a huge garden at home. We have lots of chickens. We have over 100 houseplants.
Over 100?
Over 100.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I kill all my plants. How do you keep them alive?
I don't know. I just have a green thumb. I can help you, though.
It's a natural touch. TLC is what it is.
Like, I can look at the plant and know what they need. Like, it's
wow.
weird. It's weird. Besides that, I really enjoy baking. I do it a lot when I've got, like, a lot going on mentally.
Yeah.
So if I'm angry, I go and I bake, which is good, but also bad because we bake a lot. But I also like bouldering a lot, too. So that's what I do.
So baking, a different way of distressing, which is nice. Yeah. Do you bake with your daughters?
Yes, absolutely. They usually want something with rainbow sprinkles, lots of cupcakes, lots of cookies. But
that's a favorite in my household.
Yeah.
Rainbow sprinkles on everything.
Like I could put it on eggs and they would be happy.
I would put rainbow sprinkles on eggs like a 5-year-old, so I'm okay with that. But yes, rainbow sprinkles, they hit in my house too. Anything unicorn rainbow.
Yep.
Do you guys realize we all have two daughters?
I know. It's crazy. And I love every bit of it.
I love every bit of it.
I do too.
I think it's easier to have daughters now when they're little than boys.
Yeah.
Later, teenage years. I don't know if it's going to be easier.
I mean, I'm the oldest of 5, and I have 2 brothers and 2 sisters, and I don't know. They're both crazy.
Yeah. I agree. I think boys, though, and thinking about it, I think boys are a lot easier in the beginning.
Yeah.
And of course, I mean, guys have their fair set of hormonal changes, as we all know.
Do tell us about that.
Please. I can elaborate. That's for another podcast episode, everybody. I think girls are a blessing, and I love it. I am the quintessential girl dad.
Yeah.
I can dress up in tights and I can sashay.
As you should.
As you should.
I love that.
Let's get into the nitty gritty here. We know, and as we introduced, and Dr. Lanier said, we talked about your successful pageantry and your pageant title holder. What made you decide to compete in the pageant?
So, we were all kind of cooped up for a while, especially with little children. I saw somebody on my Instagram who had competed, and I was like, you know what? If this mom of 6 can do this, I think I'm going to do it, and I'm going to do it as a joke. And so I told my husband, and he was like, no, you've got this. Let's go. And so I submitted my application, and there was radio silence. Like, I heard nothing from the pageant, the director, nothing. And then a month before the competition, she called me and also texted me, and I was like, okay, this is not real.
Right.
And she reached out, and it was the real deal. And I got first runner up, and a few other awards. And then from that opportunity, it just streamlined into being asked to be a national title holder and going on to this international competition that I ended up winning. So
that is amazing. Oh, you started as a joke for you.
Yeah.
But is there something that, keeping you in there? What is, something about pageantry that you got into you like?
One, I mean, growing up, I did competitive dancing for years. And so I just always thrived and enjoyed being on stage.
Yeah.
And so I knew that wouldn't be a big, fear of mine going into this. But I really just wanted to set an example for my sister,
Sure.
my younger sister, because she's just now in middle school because we've got a really big age gap, but also for my babies. Because, I mean, when I started the pageantry journey, I started coaching and, my coaches were asking me like why I wanted to do this, what was my inspiration and everything. And it's just, I wanted to set a good example for my daughters so they could see, that their mom could do whatever she wanted to achieve, but, that they could as well. So
Do you ever, now that, you're in this pageantry and title world, would you ever see your daughters as being a part of it? Or would you want your daughter, or would you advise against it?
I mean, like anything, there's good and there's bad. And unfortunately, even though I've been in it a short time, I've experienced both. But I'd say the positives definitely outweigh the negatives 100%.
In what way? If you have to compare it, what are the positives and what would be the negatives?
I don't really want to get into the nitty gritty of the negatives,
Sure.
but the positives, honestly, like walking into my first pageant, it made me, just leading up to it, it made me, honestly, as like cheesy as it sounds, it made me find myself again because my whole world was my kiddos,
Right.
because they're so small. But through that, I realized I lost a lot of myself.
Yeah.
And so it was really nice to just, pay attention to myself, what I needed, working out, taking care of myself a lot better than I had been, and just finding what my passions were again.
So self-care.
Yeah.
You found self-care.
Yeah.
And also, what about confidence? Even though you had your confidence, but you didn't know that was taken away raising kids. And
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
you felt like you found that as well.
Yeah, because, I just was stuck in this mindset. I'm just like, Mom, I'm going to be in my sweats and everything, crazy fun. But then once I, had my nails done and, was tanned and everything, I was like, whoa, hey, I like this. This is nice.
What is the intellectual aspect of pageantry? Most people, they look at it and they say, hey, it's more superficial. It's just, can you talk into that a little bit?
Yeah, so a lot of pageants, you have to do an onstage question, but before you even do the big competition that's on stage, you have to do a one-on-one interview with the judges, and that usually is at least 50% of your score. So if you bomb that, unfortunately, it doesn't look so well for you. When I did the international pageant just in January, I actually got the Best Interview Award, which is nice. Yeah. I went into it just being open and honest and, giving the best answers I thought I could give. So
how do you prepare for a pageant usually?
I had some really good friends behind me who had previously competed and they wanted to help me. So they taught me how to walk right, because you have to walk in 6-inch heels, which I know we've talked about. That was one of my first questions. You were like, don't do it.
Yeah. Don't ask a podiatrist.
Yeah.
Never.
She was like, take them off right now.
Yes, absolutely.
But yeah, they just kind of took me under their wings and helped me figure out all of the tiny aspects, from wearing the right clothes, presenting yourself well, and just going into it with, as much confidence as you could.
So making a segue full circle, my question to you is, what percentage of you pageant girls actually have foot issues? Bringing it back to podiatry world, I think that's an excellent question. You guys have to wear nice heels. You stand there, you walk, and you learn your little walk. At what point, what percentage would you say of your girlfriend colleagues?
I would say 100%. And if they don't, they're lying.
Yeah.
When I did my first pageant in, August?
Yeah.
My feet were numb for like a week.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, I think I broke something, but it's fine. Yeah.
So with that said, the ladies of the pageant space, please contact Cutting Edge Foot and Ankle here in Nashville for all your foot and ankle care needs. Me and Dr. Lanier are absolutely here for you. Numbness, pain, heel wearing, wig pink, anything you guys need. Thank you for that. That was great. A little shameless,
You're very welcome.
A little shameless plug. Thank you very much. So another question for you too is, I know part of the summit pageants, I got a chance to kind of research a little bit about the background in terms of the overall mission statement, right? And I know it's to connect different ethnicities and to exchange ideas of positivity, how to make the world a more positive place. And I know there's a lot of negativity going on along with talks of war. Clearly, if anyone doesn't know, they're living under a rock with gas prices. But how do you stay positive and peaceful in a world like today?
I would say the biggest thing is you need to focus on yourself. And if you have, a family, children, you need to focus on those four walls, because you are the one who's setting those examples. You're the one setting the tone for that environment. And even though the world might be crazy going on, like we're going through now, if you can have that control and the power over just like your space and how to like direct them and talk to them, I think that's really important. But you're not going to be perfect,
Right.
And not everyone has the privilege of doing that. But
I agree. I think that's an excellent answer. I think controlling what you can control.
Yeah.
Right. A lot of people, can complain about what's going on. It's a terrible thing that's happening right now. But I mean, you can control what you can control right now.
Yeah.
Right. And one of my men's coach patients that I've had have always said, he's like, Dr. Farnan, he's like, I've been a men's coach for years. He's like, you seem stressed out about stuff that is in the future, stuff that you can't control right in this instant. He's like, focus on what you can control right now in this moment. And I was like, well, I can control your feet right now because my office seeing me. But, and I was like, all jokes aside, but like you said, you can control what's, within your four walls and how you present it to and be a role model for your kids and how you present it to, and including your husband. Right?
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
I mean, I think that's an excellent expression of that answer. So another question too, what advice, given everything you know now, would you give your 18-year-old self if you can go back?
I would say it's okay to be different and to always speak your truth. Sometimes it's a little awkward. It adds a lot of pressure, but every time I've done it, it always, I don't know, it's just been really empowering. And just being able to share that just authentically.
Yeah, I know, it makes sense. I think, and having kids in the U.S. and coming from a different culture, you and myself as well, I can relate to that in some instances. And I think being yourself and believing in yourself and being who you are, believing in that, that's the start. And everybody will believe that. If you believe that, everybody else will believe it.
They don't have a choice.
You don't have a choice.
Yeah.
Who was a positive role model in your life?
I would say my mom.
Okay.
Yeah.
In what way?
I mean, again, I'm the oldest of 5.
Yeah.
She had me when she was young. But she has been through so much. Our family has been through so much. Through it all, she has always just been like, let's push forward. We are strong. We're going to get through this. One of my favorite things she's bought for my girls is Raised by Strong Women. Of course, my husband plays a great role in raising them, but I mean, they have a great-great-grandmother and one great-grandmother. So I think they are being raised by many strong women.
That is incredible.
Yeah.
I'm still stuck by, you just started pageantry for fun.
Yeah.
Stuck on that.
Maybe I should do that. Maybe I should just submit for one.
Just
and
go
see
for
what
it.
happens.
Why not?
I'm speaking my truth, guys. Like, I think I'm cut out for it. I think I'm just gonna apply for one and a male one.
I think
Please,
there
let's
are
just
male
rephrase
ones.
this.
There are.
Male, please. I'm not going one side or the other. But I'm
And
gonna
it's
apply.
okay, you can be confident.
Yeah.
And just see what happens.
Yeah.
I think I can go out there
I'll
and
go for you.
I think I could be the next Calvin Klein underwear model. A Calvin Klein model out
How about
there.
foot model tonight?
There you go.
I fix feet. Now my feet are a little, but speaking my truth here, my feet probably aren't the prettiest and they're decent. But again, like I said, after seeing feet all day. But all just said, I agree. I think it's completely crazy your story how you've become so successful and literally it was a joke. You're like, let's just try this out, and that just shows you believe the faith.
Yeah.
It's a joke, but you have put work into it.
I put work into it,
Yeah.
and one thing is I never wanted to be something I wasn't.
Right.
And I honestly think going into, this world, because it truly is like a world of its own,
Right.
just having myself very grounded and knowing what I would and would not compromise on.
Right.
was important, and I think that showed through to the judges.
You did.
I mean, I think so since I won. So,
and also what you said about 50% of the pageantry is an exam, right?
Well, I mean, for us, for this pageant, I had to walk into a theater. They had a long table filled with judges, and they just went around asking me questions back to back to back. And I either had to, stand strong and give a good answer, or honestly, I felt like running away. But I somehow.
And that's the part that I didn't know.
Yeah.
A lot of people
don't know.
Don't know that.
They think it's just, walking on stage
Yeah,
and everything.
pretty.
Yeah.
So my question to you, relating back to the pageant world, at what time and how nervous were you during stage processes and such? Were you nervous about falling downstairs? If there were stairs, or just falling in general, in heels, you really got to think about it, walk the dress.
I mean, I practiced a lot.
Yeah.
I had it very well rehearsed. In rehearsals and everything, all the girls were wearing their 6-inch heels constantly, and I was literally barefoot or in tennis shoes. So
there's the trick, ladies. There's the trick.
I feel like I gave my body the rest it needed.
That's very
So
did you wear heels a lot before the pageantry?
Before having kids, yes.
Okay.
After having kids, not so much.
Yeah. And also your feet change after pregnancy. I don't know about
Yeah.
you. Mine, I still have some edema at the end of the day. It's a little flattened as well. So the arch has dropped a little bit.
Yeah.
So I don't know how it's for you, but I think probably wearing heels before your pregnancy and after might be a little different for you.
Oh yeah. I have endometriosis. And so it would just cause me a lot of pain just to wear it. But I've gone through PT and surgery and everything. So it's fine now, but yeah.
So, looking forward, what's on the horizon for you?
I just want to take a nap.
And I agree. Yeah, I think all three of us can agree with that. I mean, it's I'm not gonna lie, it's been an exhausting week. But I agree with that statement. A long nap would be fantastic. But really though, any future pageants coming up, or are you kind of putting that to the side for now and just, obviously focusing on the family, which I know you do already. But.
Yeah. I mean, I would never say never. It would be fun to compete again, but I think this is probably a really big honor, I think, to hold an international title. They have offered me the position of being the director of the United States pageants for this system. And so I think I'm going to try focusing on that because through that I can, empower and inspire other women.
Oh, yeah.
See, that's
you have empowered so many little girls so far. I'm empowered by you.
Thank
She just started for a joke. And she started after having 2 kids.
Right.
I mean, anything is possible.
Yeah.
Seeing here, I thought you were Superwoman, and then now we have another Superwoman, and then I think
all women are.
Yeah.
Of course, in their own right. And I agree with that. My wife is a Superwoman as well. But it's just amazing to hear that. It's amazing to hear the story. It's amazing to hear the woman behind the story and everything that you do, and we appreciate everything that you do.
Yeah.
It's
Thank
an
you.
incredible thing.
We usually ask our guests before the end of the show, if there's a joke they want a pageant joke, or they want to share.
Oh no.
Is there a pun?
Oh no. Okay. I have no idea.
Okay, how about this one then? You have a quote that you live by, a mantra.
Yes, I love
even.
that.
I think that's great. I think
Yeah.
you wake up in the morning and you're like, oh, this is gonna be one of those long days. But do you have a mantra you say to yourself?
Something that always goes through my mind that my mom has said ever since I was little was just life is all about what you make of it. So,
That's true.
if I want to sit and cry one day, I guess that's what I'm going to make of my day. But you, at the end of the day, have the power and the choice to make your day what you want it to be.
I like that. And that would close our show.
Yeah. So everybody, thank you for joining us. We really appreciate you. It's such a beautiful and hilarious and funny story and empowering story all in one, which is absolutely incredible. But everybody, we'd like to, again, thank you for listening. Stay tuned for next week's guest as well. We'll hint on that as the week goes. Subscribe to our social media because, Cutting Edge, Med Nation, Dr. Lear and myself are so prominent on social media. Follow LinkedIn, or LinkedIn too, but follow Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, you name it, we're everywhere. Thank you guys for listening for another week.